Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Jones, better known as the Turf Teacher, and welcome to the course entitled Social Media Content. This course goes hand in hand with the course entitled Social Media Marketing. And so, what we're going to talk about is the type of content that you need to be posting on your social media. And if you've listened to that lecture or watched it first, what do we talk about? We talk about document, record your day. Don't try to put these advertisements out there of 10% off of a lawn mowing or 15% off a plug and seed or free soil sample. Guys, what you want to do is educate your clients. Educate your audience. Get that attention. We're all out here striving for attention. That is our number one goal, is to grab the attention, educate the clients, and get them to purchase a little bit later down the road. Don't try to do it in the first go around. Develop your content strategy and post. And next thing you know, guys, the sales will start coming in. So let's go ahead and get started. In our topics, guys, we're going to define what content marketing is. What is it that we are actually doing? We're going to understand the various types and advantages of the content that we develop. We will understand the need for a content marketing plan. And guys, that is the God's honest truth. You need to have it wrote down on what you're going to post about and what type of content are you going to distribute. Now, I've kind of come up with some cool things, I think, for Turf Teacher, especially on the young guys and gals that are getting into the business, not necessarily the experts like you guys who are already listening to this course, but I've come up with some ideas like Plant of the Day, where I will post a picture and information about a plant of the day, especially that I'm teaching plant materials 1, 2, and advanced plant materials. So I've got that content right there. I also want to post information about running a green industry business, whether it be the management side or the marketing side, to help these young guys and gals get involved in the entrepreneurial spirit of running their green industry business. So what type of content would you want to produce for your particular clients? Now, guys, you guys are trying to attract and get the attention of a different customer than me. I want your attention. I want the landscape contractor, the irrigation contractor, the landscape architect, the pesticide applicator, the arborist. I want those professionals' attention. You want that homeowner that's going to buy that outdoor kitchen. You want that homeowner that's going to purchase that landscape design. You want that homeowner that's going to do a swimming pool. So you get my drift. You want the content to match the audience that you want to get. Understand the marketing funnel and the useful content for the various stages. The audience targeting and audience segmentation. Now, guys, you need to have content for different segments of the population. You may not produce content for the 25-year-old the same way you will for the 55-year-old, because they're at different stages of life. You might be trying to sell them the same things and educate them on the same things, but you would approach it a little bit differently. We're going to talk about the influencers in content marketing and who they are, how they do it, and how that they can be of some importance to you. We'll talk about the importance of channel management, the importance of video content. Now, no matter which platform that you're on, and so if you're going to watch social media marketing or you've already watched it, we talk about video. Video is the way to go. And if you like standing in front of a camera, and when I mean camera, guys, your cell phone, or if you've got a family DSLR, whatever that you have, if you're good at being in front of the camera, you need to jump all in. You need to video, whether it be in your Instagram stories, your Snapchat stories. The new thing right now is TikTok, posting those 15-second to 60-second videos. And once TikTok allows pictures, which I think they will, that is going to be the platform that will replace Snapchat. And they're even hitting in on Instagram pretty hard. That's why I've heard Instagram is down in South America testing out a platform very similar to TikTok that they will probably implement and develop for the United States a little bit later. So you see, guys, attention arbitrage. It's always happening. There's going to be new platforms that replace these existing platforms. And you know what, guys? I will be up here telling you one day not to use social media because there's going to be something else that replaces it. And I want you to know the social media and the content for it right now, because what it's going to do is help you develop that content for the next medium that exists, whether it be audio, whether it be virtual reality, or whatever it is. If you develop and perfect these platforms, you're going to be able to do it very easily in the near future. We're going to measure the effectiveness when using content marketing. We're going to talk about the popular methods used in content marketing, and then the repurposing of your content. Guys, you can use it over and over again. So what I'm saying, if you developed a marketing calendar or content marketing calendar, for 365 days of the year, use it over and over again. If you're talking about plants, just kind of like me with plants of the day, what if we talked about the plants that are blooming today? Guys, I guarantee you, where we live here in North Carolina, we could find something that's blooming just about all year long. Or maybe it's not blooming, but it's bringing visual interest to our clients. So whether it's, a plant that loses its leaves, but it has such beautiful bark that's why we plant it in the yard. So we talk about it during that time period when it looks the best. We could find 365 plants easily, if we don't want to do it every single day, but we do it 5 days a week that we're in the field working in our customers' yards. We talk about the forsythia when it blooms in February. We talk about the cherry trees when they bloom shortly after. You educate the client. Use that content over and over again, each year, over and over again. And then we're going to look at content audits. What is working for you and what is not working for you? And if it's not working, kick it to the curb. But if it is working, take what is working and blow it up to an extreme that people just want to watch it over and over again, guys. Take it and run with it. And these are our topics. And so what is content marketing? Is it social media? Yes, it's a part of social media marketing, but what is the content? It is a method of connecting with your customers, your existing customers, your potential customers, your colleagues, everybody that you want to grab their attention. You're going to educate them, provide them with information, give them inspiration, and even provide some type of entertainment for them. Now look at all four of these right here: education, information, and inspiration. And even entertainment. Guys, there is nothing more funnier than a landscape contractor at the shop who's mad, ticked off, kicking and screaming because there's 2 flat tires on the machines. There's a weed eater that won't crank. There's a backpack blower that's destroyed or whatever. It's funny. You hear the cuss words. You hear the explosion. To be an entrepreneur, to begin with, guys, you're A-type personality. And so when little things like that go wrong, well, I mean, they're not so little, but when things like that go wrong, it's kind of funny. I see my dad out there kicking and screaming and hollering and stuff, and I catch our employees over there kind of laughing and giggling behind the scenes. They don't want to see him. They don't want him seeing them laugh, but it is funny. It is funny. And so that can be a way to catch some of your colleagues' attention. Hey, this is how bad it sucks some days being an entrepreneur in the green industry. But we do it because we love it, and it the good days that we have make light of these bad days. And so what that can do is kind of give some inspiration to these guys. Hey, you're going to have some bad days, but those good days are going to outweigh it. But for our clients, guys, our potential customers, inform them and educate them. Educate them on the plant material. Educate them on the importance of a site inventory and analysis. Educate them on a full landscape design and what it can do for their property. Again, we educate and inform our clients, and we are their problem solvers. And if we're doing this every single day on our platforms, educating and informing them, they're going to keep coming back. And when they decide to purchase, they decide to purchase from you because you have been in front of their face every single day. They're not going to hire the guy that's just bought the mower and bought the trailer who doesn't really know what's going on in the green industry, but they're going to hire the expert that they see every single day. It kind of goes back to the fact that, guys, when we first lettered our trucks, and got them kind of cleaned up. I admit we kind of had a slow period there where we didn't purchase any new equipment. We kind of ran what we had into the ground, and we're to the point now, hey, man, we got to get out of business or we've got to replace some of this stuff. So we started buying some used trucks, and we started laddering them. If they needed a little paint job or whatever, we did it. We do the full vehicle wraps. I can take a blue truck that I find at a great price, and I can get in Titan Graphic Works for me to completely do the color change with vinyl and then do our logos all over it, making it look like a NASCAR truck. I love it. People started seeing that, and they're like, oh, my God, how many trucks do you have? How big of a company are you? We see you guys everywhere. It's not the fact that it's the same Isuzu truck or the same Chevrolet truck or the same dump truck. That's what it is. But they're seeing it over and over again, so they're automatically thinking we're everywhere and that we're huge. If you do this on social media, guys, and you develop this content strategy, they're going to think you're the largest and the best landscape company ever. So take it and run with it and post. Get you the best iPhone camera out there. Get you the latest whatever Android phone that you like. You do it and you post every single day, and you become the movie star of landscaping. And you will never, ever have to worry about running a full page ad in a phone book ever, which hopefully you're not doing that anywhere, or doing any type of advertising other than posting to the free social networks of today. Social network. What is social network mean? Social network is the state of the internet today. It is what we are doing. We're not getting on computers like we used to. We're getting on our phones. Somebody was talking the other day. They were talking about, the best way to advertise your company if you're a large company is still the Super Bowl ad. Yes, because everybody watches the Super Bowl, right? And we watch it because of the commercials, because they're funny. I mean, Budweiser and all them, man, they do it right, and it's funny. You laugh, and you want to. I'd rather watch the commercials than the football game. But here's the deal. That only happens at the Super Bowl, right? And people are like, well, we DVR our shows and customers used to fast forward it through the commercials now, but now we're finding that people are letting the commercials play, because it's funny, if you do DVR something, the networks can have this data and say you let the commercials play. And so these advertisers were getting excited. Hey, man, they're actually watching our TV commercial. No, they're not. They're just not fast forward them anymore. What are they doing when it goes to commercials? They're picking up their phones, guys. They are picking up their phones. And you know what they're doing on their phones? They're going to Facebook. They're going to Instagram. They're getting the information that they want. They're getting their news, and they're getting everything from their cell phone. So they just let those commercials play. They're just not watching them. So, guys, your goals of content marketing on the short-term end should build customer brand awareness. Who are you and what is it that you do? You are a North Carolina licensed landscape contractor. Should be the first and foremost thing that you publish every single day. I hear so many guys, Eric, how are we going to stop these people that aren't licensed from out here taking the jobs from us? Well, you have to educate the general public. Why would you not scream it to the top of your lungs that you are a North Carolina licensed landscape contractor? Man, that's the first thing I tell people. I do. What is it that you do? I'm a licensed landscape contractor. What does that mean? And I go on and on and on and on. They're finally like, whoa, well, man, you guys have got something going on here. Yes, be proud of it and build that brand. You're branded landscape contractor, and you brand your business. Let the world know. And you also want to create trust between the customer and the brand. How do you do that? You do that by proving yourself to be the expert, whether it be in lawn care, whether it be in landscape contracting, irrigation contracting, landscape design, hardscapes, poolscapes. Whatever it is that you do it well and talk about it and document it every single day. And when they see you posting this stuff, I don't understand it, man. When you post something to Facebook or when people see it online, they think it is the God's honest truth. It is. So do it because you have the credentials to back it. You're licensed, you're educated, you know your stuff, so post about it. And then in the long term, compel your customers to purchase from your company. That is the ultimate goal. You capture their attention and you make the sale long term. Now you're like, why do I want to put in all this work? Guys, for one, it's fun. I don't understand it. I could stand in front of a camera or a microphone all day long. All day long. I love to sell. I love to brag. And I don't like calling it bragging. Guys, I like talking about myself. I like talking about what I do. I like talking about being a landscape contractor. I like talking about being a pesticide applicator, irrigation contractor, and everything else that I have. I want to educate people on it and educate them on why I'm licensed, how I became licensed, and why my competitors aren't. And if I'm a little bit too expensive for you, then call one of these other licensed landscape contractors. I guarantee you, we're colleagues. We're going to be on the same page. We have the same license. We have the same insurance. And that's all in my content. Tailor your message. Attract and keep the customer. Well, Eric, I can't attract customers. I'm not too purty myself. Guys, it ain't about that. You want to grab their attention. They want to hear what's between them ears, and they want to hear what's coming from that heart. They want to see that if you accidentally cut yourself on the job site, you're going to bleed out green, not red, because you are a green-thumbed, green industry professional. When you do this, you're going to provide them with educational tools and resources. It's what's between the noggin, guys. They want to hear it. Customer-focused info. What is it that they want to hear? It's what you have to say, and that's your content, straight up. Share your inspirational stories. Tell them how you got started. It was because you got laid off at your corporate job, and you're like, you know what? I was tired of the inside job. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to be in God's country. Share your story. That is perfect content. Hey, I started with nothing, and I grew this business to something. The perfect story, the perfect TV reality show. Create entertaining content that customers will want to view and share. Now, like I said this earlier, if you have that flat tire on the trailer or the lawnmower and your boss man's out there kicking and screaming, and if you're the boss man and you're out there doing it, if somebody's videoing that, I guarantee you other green industry pros are going to laugh and say, hey, man, I've been there, done that. This is funny. Well, your homeowners like seeing the day-to-day stuff too. Think about that cost accountant who's sitting in that cubicle, and it's a gorgeous 70-degree day outside. The sun is shining. It's cool. It's just so beautiful, and he's looking out the window or she's looking out the window, and they're thinking, I want to be a landscape contractor. Why did I study cost accounting in college? I want to be like turf teacher. I want to be like these other landscape contractors. I want to be outside. Guys, they want to see it. They want to do it. And you know what? More and more of what's happening, and you look at Instagram and you look at TikTok, and the growing population on that is the stay-at-home mom that are posting all over Instagram and TikTok. And they're the ones that is following your content. But you know what? They're the ones you want to see your content. Because when the husband, that cost accountant husband, gets home at night and they're sitting at the dinner table, and she's like, well, you know what I saw on Instagram? I saw the Smiths down the road. They got a swimming pool in their backyard, and they got it from Elite Landscape Service. And you know what, honey? You're going to get me that pool. You are. You're going to work those extra hours in that cubicle, and you're going to find the dime to put this in our backyard, because you know what? I do not like the Smiths down the road, and we're going to keep up with them. We're the Joneses, and they're going to have to keep up with us instead of us keeping up with the Smiths. So, guys, do it. The number one people growing on Instagram and TikTok today is that middle-aged female, the stay-at-home mom, literally cougar selfies being posted all day long, who is your potential client. Produce the content that they want to see. The pool, the backyard outdoor living entertainment center, the beautiful grass, the beautiful designs and plantscapes that you guys create. Make that your content, and you'll never have to advertise ever again. So, advertising versus content marketing. What is advertising? It seeks to broadcast or promote the brand name. Content marketing seeks to build and nurture a relationship between a brand and its customers. You're nurturing. It is a relationship. They're like, wow, I saw them on Facebook today. I saw them on Instagram the day before. Wow, now I see that they're on TikTok. Wow, You are connecting with this potential client and they know who you are. They feel comfortable, they know your brand, and they want to hire you because you, my friend, are the ones that are educating them and making them realize, hey, I want that. I want that pool. I want that outdoor kitchen. I want my grass to be weed free. I want that landscape lighting. I want those Christmas lights on my house next year. They trust you. They believe in you. The brand is built. All you're doing is nurturing that relationship. Brands, companies, professionals, and customers. Who benefits from this? Well, I think all four of them do. The brand, yes. You're building that brand. Companies, your landscape company that you're building that brand for. Now, yes, you can build your brand personally. It could be, hey, I could have chosen to be Eric Jones on social media versus Turf Teacher. Just like you could choose your name or you could choose your company name. It's however you want to do it. But decide on what you want to do and take it and run with it. We're professionals. You're going to benefit by putting your knowledge out there, and the customers are going to benefit from it because they're going to get educated on it, and they're going to get educated on it enough that they want to purchase it. Build the dialogue and trust between all user groups is the goal of content marketing. Trust and dialogue. So what is dialogue? That is communication. That is words being exchanged, whether it be in likes, comments, or a discussion. You want to entertain them by answering their questions and engaging in that dialogue. And every time you do that, the trust is built. And when they decide to purchase, they call you. They don't call the unlicensed landscape contractor who just started his business 2 months ago, because he's not on social media. And when this whole market thing crashes, because it happens, it's a cycle. When the market crashes, they're going to call the ones who have been there, that they know, because the first guys to go out of business are the ones that just started. The ones that's been in it the longest and doing what I'm saying to do are going to be in it. My parents have been in business since 1977. Now, granted, they don't listen to everything I say. I have to kind of grab them by the hand and say, let's do it, Mom. Let's do it, Dad. But there's some things they will and some things they just won't do. It's called old school. You have to get over that to build the new millennial landscape customers, guys. You got to do what they're needing to be done, and that is producing content for them to get educated on your business. You're going to build friendships in life that are all about sharing, trusting, and enjoyment. Whoa. People are all about eyes on them, right? So you build that deck or that pool in the backyard for them. They going to be sharing that on Facebook and Instagram. Look what we got. Look who did this for us. Elite Landscape Service did this for us. We hired them. Look how much money we spent because we are it. Y'all need to copy us. We are the best ones in the neighborhood. Guys, that is your free content. And you know what? If they share it and you don't have a page, how in the heck are people going to get in touch with you to do the same thing? They're not. Content marketing will strive to create this similar bond between the brand and its customers. Your logo, your brand, your entity should rely on the content marketing and people sharing it and people using it on their pages. You'll never have to purchase advertising again if you do this content marketing the right way. Content types. It comes in many forms. There's multiple channels intended to share. Like I said, in the social media marketing lecture, we talked about all the different platforms. You know, we got the number one, I still think, for landscapers today is Facebook. And I'm one-on-one experiencing that every single day since I've been a part of Turfs Up Radio. And I do the weekday show on Tuesday mornings and on Saturday mornings. My Facebook page is growing beyond leaps and bounds. I guess I approved 10 to 15 people a day ever since I've been on the radio. It happens, guys. But for landscapers, it is Facebook and Instagram because we are visual. It's all about the picture. People want to see what we're doing. Now, granted, is Facebook on the way out? Yes, probably so, because it is not being used by the younger generation. The younger generation's using Instagram. They're using TikTok. They're using Snapchat, but Snapchat's on its way out. YouTube is still big, but there's all these channels that we need to share on. And you know what? They're all going to fade out, and something's going to replace all the platforms that we're using today. So become the experts on what's here today so that it helps you become the expert on the platforms of tomorrow. It's a learning process, guys. Friendships in life are all about the sharing, trusting, and enjoyment, again, and then striving to see the bonds between a brand and its customer. And I think I just repeated this slide again. My apologies, guys, but still good information. Your choice of format, it should align with your business goals. Well, guys, you need to be on LinkedIn if you're all about B2B instead of B2C. Business to business is 100% LinkedIn. B2C, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. User-friendly delivery system for the target consumer. Wow, we're targeting real estate brokers and property management companies. Our content should be about that on LinkedIn. Well, what is it that these people need to see? Well, they need to see information on landscape management. They need to see information on insect and disease control on their plants. They need to see about snow removal. They need to see about mulching twice a year. Educate them on plugging and seeding to keep their properties looking the best that it can. They want to see information about how an irrigation system could, build the beauty of their property so that people want to rent from them. You see what I'm saying? You target the content on the people that you are sending it to. Now, if you're in the poolscape business, you probably want to target people that's probably just bought a new home, or people that have money. They've upgraded their house. It's time to get that pool in it. You're probably not going to target the elderly people for a swimming pool because they're probably getting ready to sell their house and move into a retirement community. So develop your content around the audience that you are trying to target. Format engages the personality of the consumer. Whatever it is that you're talking about needs to reflect who you're trying to sell it to. Meet the target consumer in their comfort zone. Where do you think their comfort zone is? It's laying in the bed at 8, 9 o'clock at night, scrolling through Facebook, and they see your work. They see your pictures, and then they can go to your page, and then they can realize, hey, this is where I need to be. This is the company we need to hire to do our swimming pool. Sweetie, take a look at this. I want this. They're more comfortable in that than they are picking up the phone and talking to you about it. And once they see you over and over and over again with your content, they trust you, they believe in you, and they pick up the phone and call you. Most used content platform. Email. So you can send out, email. If you're taking this course right here on my website for continuing education, it's probably because you got an email from me stating that these courses are read. So email marketing, yes, it does work, especially in B2B. I don't know about B2C. I don't know if I would do that, but we've all tried email marketing once or twice. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Social media is some platforms that we can use, and we've talked about them. And then video, guys, YouTube in it. And you can use video on all the social media platforms. People want to watch a video, a short 1 to 2 minute video. They're going to grab it. They're going to watch it. Make sure the audio is clear. Make sure the video is good. They'd rather hear it than see it, though. So somebody's going to watch the video in its entirety as long as the audio is clear. If the audio is not good, they're going to change it. They're going to turn it. They're not even going to listen to it. They'll watch a blurry video if the audio is good, but not vice versa. They will not watch a clear video if the audio is poor, but they will watch a bad video if the audio is clear. So make sure you got your audio on point. Blogging. Guys, in a WordPress site, you can blog within the social media platforms. You can write and paste it into Facebook, into LinkedIn. If you don't want to be in front of the camera and you don't want to be in front of a microphone and you're good with the written word, you need to be writing every single day, guys. I don't care if it's 150 words, 200 words, but you post about it. Your plant of the day could be written. You could take a picture of it and then talk about the plant, how you use it in the landscape, and voila, you have become the expert on plant material. Podcasts. Hopefully you're listening to this as a podcast if you're not getting it for continuing education. Podcast is the way to go. People want audio. They want these podcasts to be 20 minutes or so. Make it the length of an average commute to and from work, guys. They can listen to the first half on the way to work and the second half on the way back home. Or they can catch bits and pieces during the day. But you don't want a 2 or 3 hour podcast. You want an hour or under, or at least try to keep them 20 to 30 minutes, because that is the average commute. They could catch one on the way in and another one on the way home from work. So if you're good and you've got a good voice, podcast it away. It's free to start a podcast. You need nothing but your cell phone. Download the Anchor app, anchor.fm on the website. Talk into your phone. You can record into your phone, guys. And this little tool, our cell phone, is more powerful than the computers Ronald Reagan had to run the free world back in the 80s. You have the biggest technology piece of equipment that we will probably ever have in our hands right now. The iPhones, the Android phones, they can do it all. And you can talk into it and create a podcast. And 10 minutes after you finish the podcast, you see it on Spotify radio. You see it on iHeart. You see it on iTunes. You have become a green industry star. Use these platforms. The emails and newsletters, they can alert your audience to coming attractions. You know, hey, we do have new plants in. We just got our first shipment of dogwoods in. They dug them this fall. They're here now. Anything like that can do it. You can have links to the blog and video posts. So you can put a hyperlink in there to your YouTube channel and the videos that are talking about the new dogwoods that just got here. You can have product sales or new product information. You can highlight other content delivery mediums. Follow us on all the platforms, guys. Here's links to them. And then undeliverable emails can be a problem. You need to go ahead and delete them out of your email list. You don't want them coming back. And you want to make sure that your email is personal enough that some of these spam filters don't grab them. I mean, you know, that happens to me all the time. I have to check my spam filters every day because a lot of the times it's information that I want, especially if it's a link from like Lawn and Landscape Magazine or one of the other trade show publications. I want to read it, but somehow or another, Gmail can actually catch it as a spam. And then social media has made content marketing highly shareable. Can reach millions of people in a matter of seconds, guys, if you do it right and you've built that audience. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter. Man, just to keep naming the social media sites. And guys, you know what? There's going to be new ones every single year. Probably every single month there's going to be a new one that comes out. And then content that is created expressly to drive more website traffic. Get them to go to your website so that you can give them a call to action where they can sign up for an email newsletter, or they can sign up for a free quote, or they can see videos and testimonials, whatever. Use your social media to get people to your website. Even though, guys, if you had a choice, or I had a choice, had it rather be a good website or good social media, I'm going to say I'd rather have the good social media. I can do without the website, but if you use them together, you see what kind of opportunity you're creating for your potential customers to find out more about you. Content should be relevant, easy to search. It needs to have global reach. And like I said, guys, don't talk about politics. Don't talk about Tar Heel basketball, because those are the two of the things you're going to make people mad at. There's too many Tar Heel fans in this world, and you don't want to step on toes, because I want everybody's money. I want to sell to the Blue Devils just as much as I do the Tar Heels. Everybody's money's good to me. So if I pull up in the driveway and they've got a Duke Blue Devil flag hanging on the house, I'm the biggest Blue Devil fan there ever is. I love Mike Krzyzewski. Well, if I pull into the Tar Heels driveway, guess what? You know what? I'm the biggest Dean Smith and Roy Williams fan ever. Guys, I play it. You'll never know who I voted for on social media, and you'll never know you'll know who I root for in basketball. We don't stand a chance. I root for the Demon Dinkins, and we're not going to beat anybody. So nobody's going to be mad at me because who I like in basketball. Trust me. And then website traffic is increased through the partnerships with your search engine optimization technology. And yes, that will cost a little bit of money, but it is well worth it. But guys, let me tell you, if you're producing content, the organic content in your content marketing strategy, you will get yourself out there and not have to spend as much money as you think. Search engine optimization, it works hand in hand with the social media content, specifically crafted content for searchability. So guys, if you're doing the outdoor kitchens and you're putting it on Instagram, hashtag the heck out of it. If you're putting it on YouTube, use the keywords. Learn about each platform and what gets your content out there. Create intentional hierarchy for word search ranking. Use the keywords that increase your website traffic, and the goal is to be the first or second in the search engine rank. Guys, do that. And the more you post, the higher your rank gets. And you don't have to spend as much money. So post away daily, hourly, to be honest with you. And then small business size and content creation. Hey, there's going to be some limited resources for the creation. Time. Are you going to have dedicated personnel or funding? But guys, you can do it the selfie way. You don't have to have a team doing it for you. You can flip the phone around and take the picture, take the video, and post it to all the social media. I just got it. We're still developing it right now. If you're watching this course, the website's already finished. But right now, we are rebuilding turfteacher.com. We got everything hosted at turfteacher.org right now until we get it finished. But it's going to have a link to my Instagram page where if I post a picture to Instagram, it automatically pops up on my website. That is the coolest thing. It's getting the word out because there are people that take my courses who don't have Instagram. But if I make an Instagram post, they still going to see it if they go to my website. Choice of your delivery system for efficient use of resources. The phone, you have it in your pocket. Quit playing Angry Birds and start posting to Instagram. Careful consideration of the content to gain the most benefit. Guys, don't stray from your niche market. If you are the koi pond guy or gal, then post about koi ponds. If you're the landscape designer or architect, post that information. Often the content creation and marketing needs are outsourced. Well, yes. If you've got the funds, you can do that, but you can do it yourself. It takes a little bit of time and very little money. Don't do it. I'd rather take that money that I'm going to outsource it and actually run Facebook and Instagram ads. Medium size businesses usually have more options. They have some flexibility for their content creation. They might have a little bit of more money, and a little bit of personnel, a few extra people. They can have up 6 to 20 dedicated staffs for social media. I doubt that in the green industry, but yes, I can see that in the larger businesses that are out there. And then there's multiple options for delivery channels. You can do a whole lot more if you've got the funds and if you got the people that can do it. They often hire outside experts instead of dedicated personnel. And then they may use freelance copywriters, web designers, and even graphic designers. And there are companies that can do that for you. Larger businesses, they're going to have the resources to fund their marketing. They have a dedicated marketing department like we do at the college. We don't at Turf Teacher Inc., though. I'm doing it, me, myself, and I. They're usually going to have more than 20 employees dedicated to their marketing. They have creative input, choice of technological platforms for their delivery systems. Their personnel may include marketing directors, research analysis, SEO specialists, copywriters already on board, reputation managers. Wow, we actually have to worry about our reputation on social media. Yes, especially if you got employees that are posting to your brand, your branded pages. You got to make sure that you're protecting it because, one bad post, guys, and you could lose it all. And then even data scientists. That almost sounds like that cost accountant that I was talking about. That might be the person we could hire as our next crew leader because they're tired of being inside. But your content marketing plan, take the steps to organize and strategize your plan. There's 5 basic steps. Identify your purpose and your goal. What is it that you want to post about? What is your content? Understand the target consumer, because let me tell you something. If you're using the wrong hashtags and keywords and it's only 15-year-old boys and girls in high school seeing your landscape design post, it ain't going to get you nowhere. You got to target your consumer. Know your story. How did you get here? Why are you here? Tell us. Outline the process with the calendar. Guys, just buy a cheap calendar, print one off the internet, and on Mondays, I'm going to do plan of the day. On Tuesdays, I'm going to talk about grass seed. Turf Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to talk about workers' compensation and why my business has it. Whatever it is you're doing, plan it, write it down, and then measure your outcomes. Which has better success for you? The time of day that you post. Is it early morning? Is it early afternoon? That all depends on you, and you can test this very easily by going back and looking at your post. If you make a post at 2 o'clock and it doesn't get much hits, well, those people are working. But if you post one at lunch or early morning, yes, what's the first thing people do when they wake up in the morning? They check their phone. They might be about to bust and have to go to the bathroom, but they're going to reach over there on the nightstand and grab their phone, and they're going to look and see if they have any notifications, and then they're going to start scrolling, and then they see your content. So post it in the mornings. But if that's not working for you, it might be after dinner. You can only determine that, and you can only test that and see which works best. Your purpose and goals of the plan. The plan should be specific, achievable, and measurable. Know exactly what content you want to deliver and what platform. Make sure your plan fits within your company's resource parameters, and the outcomes need to be studied so that you can know whether your goals are being met. So if you're posting to Snapchat and nothing's happening, don't do it anymore. Post it to Instagram, post it to Facebook, see which one works the best. Now, if you're targeting young couples that have just bought a house that are in their early 20s, you need to do it on Snapchat and TikTok, because that's where they're at. And possibly Instagram, not on Facebook. Maybe if you're targeting people that are getting ready to sell their house and move into a retirement community, and that you could help get their landscapes in effect and give them that curb appeal, and somebody that's selling their house, you would target to Facebook, and you would target to the people that are near retirement age. And why do you say that? Well, why are elderly people on Facebook? Why are they on Facebook? It's because their sons and daughters are posting pictures about their grandkids. Wherever grandkids are going to be, trust me, the grandparents are going to figure this stuff out. They want to see what's going on with their babies. Again, understand your target consumer. Know who the audience is for your content. Study the demographics. What is their location, age, even their gender, race, and socioeconomic factors, guys? You target people differently. Even in the landscape industry. What if you're building play systems or, outdoor playgrounds? Do you want it? You would want to market the younger couples and the grandparents. Well, why the grandparents? Because they probably watch their kids while their kids go to work. They watch their grandkids because mom and dad are having to go to work, so they watch their grandkids. So they would want a play set outside. Study it. Know who it is. Understand the psychographics, their problems, their attitudes, their likes, dislikes, and even motivations. And conduct audience research, surveys, interviews, forums, and even do a competitor research on your target consumer. The story conveyed through content. How does the company want to be perceived? An authority in the field, the expert. You are the expert on Bermuda grass. You are the expert on irrigation. You are the expert on planting design. An educated, reputable source of information that they can turn to on all the social media platforms with your content. As a resource for customer questions, you will provide a thought leadership. They will establish you as the trusted company or expert that does not overly promote any product. They know they can turn to you, and they're going to get an informed response that's not actually forcing a certain product down your throat. And that's why I will always say, guys, you'll never see swipe up on my Instagram stories for 10% off of this product. I will tell you the good and the bad about any product that you ask me about, but I'm not going to force it down your throat. The process, track the process steps using a content calendar. An organized method of tracking the content publication over time to meet your deadlines across multiple channels, emails, blogs, social media. Which one works best? Is it your video, or is it your blog? Or is it your short tweets? Whatever it is that's working, use it and use it over and over again. Don't throw it away after you use it once. Reuse it. Snippets can be reused to reinforce messaging, guys. Once you have it, it's yours. It is yours for the taking, for the keep. Use it over and over again. What to look for when assessing content success: unique views measures the number of individuals who visit your website or visit your social media page. Page views, viewers click through multiple pages, suggest interest in the content. A bounce rate: viewers enter your site, then immediately leave, suggesting disinterest in the content. And you can get all of this information when you measure your outcomes. You want the first two, unique views and page views. That tells you that your content is worth looking at. And your conversion funnel. The classic model of funneling customers from initial engagement to purchase, also known as the buying cycle. Steps to consumer decision and action is awareness. They're aware they need something. They have considered thinking about it, or the thought process of actually investigating to get more information on it. And all of a sudden they decide to purchase it. So ACP. Or you can have the awareness, interest, desire, action model. They're aware that they need extra room outside for a patio. Their interest is in it because the neighbors got it done. Grandma and grandpa's getting ready to move back in with us. So they have that desire, that wanting the outdoor room because it's crowded in the house. And so they take action and they call you to do the outdoor kitchen. And here again, there's this model, the traditional model. It's linear, expecting customer or consumers to enter at one end and exit from the other. And again, awareness, market potential, interest is the suspect, the desire is a prospect, and actions are your customers. New marketing funnel is Cyclical, online interaction, cyclical experience, or the matrix. Nonlinear: customers can enter at any stage. Customers are self-directed, no salesperson. The content helps inform the customer, and that's what you want to do. Guys, you've just reduced a salesperson. Your content is selling for you. Product information, reviews, testimonials, articles, and blog posts all help inform the customer. Content marketing builds brand awareness during customer self-guided experience. So the better content you have, the more they're going to come back and look, the longer they're going to stay within your medium that you're posting, and it's a win-win situation for you guys. You're educating them on to purchase your product. Strategy gives purpose to the content. Strategy should focus on the company's goals, and that's to increase revenue, brand awareness, and have a bigger market share. The strategy must balance content with distribution. So what to focus on when crafting a strategy is: why are you doing it? Who are you targeting it at? What are you targeting, and how you're doing it? And that's why knowing all the social media platforms and all the other email marketing, blogging, knowing all of that, guys, is how you're going to get your message across to every single person. And you say, how many times should I post a day, guys? As many as you possibly can, because not every post that you post is going to get viewed by every single follower that you have. You've got to keep posting, because the algorithms are going to send it to the front, to the back. They're going to mix it all up. And guys, you know what? Miss Smith, who might be your biggest customer this year, she may not even look at her Facebook page until after lunch sometime. People have these little patterns they get into, so you got to post almost hourly. I would say 9 times a day, the $1.80 theory that we talked about in social media marketing. You got to post so that everybody can see you. Demographics versus intent. Develop a strategy that includes all potential customers. Normal demographic categories can be limiting. Content creation needs to include all potential. Intention plays a key role. The intent of the buyer considers why, not just who. Important to understand motivation to buy. Now, here's the thing, guys. You may be a lawn care company that does just strictly mow, blow, and go. Well, you're going to target the richer neighborhoods more so than the average folks. You're not going to show these multi-million-dollar houses that you're cutting grass into someone who's just bought a starter home. You would do another post about your guys mowing in the starter home neighborhood, or you're going to show pictures or content of them working in those neighborhoods. Just like a rich person's not going to hire you to do a landscape job if you're only landscaping, the $100,000 spec home from a large time national home builder. So how much and how often? Company size dictates the amount of content created. Be realistic on your capacity. Choose wisely the channels for distribution and don't promise what you can deliver. Whatever you choose, do it well. And the surest way to fail with your consumer is not to deliver your promises. So don't say, hey, we will do this month or whatever for all of our customers, knowing that you can't do it. Guys, just document your day. Don't even talk about promises or doing this or not doing that. And whatever you do, don't say anything negative about your competitors. People don't want to see that. Tailor the content for proper conversion funnel stage. Again, awareness, interest, and desire. With the awareness, you're educating them. The interest is a call to action to get them to fill out a questionnaire or a request for a quote. Desire, the content is intended to inspire the customer to purchase, and then the action, with coupons, free shipping, seal that purchase. And start with fishing and then reel them in, guys. Each stage should encourage further engagement, not make them not want to talk to you. And so the importance of mobile devices. Mobile devices are modern oracles. They're a sign of intent or need. Consumer gets instant gratification in the moment of need. They can learn something, discover something, watch something, and even buy something. Guys, the phone is the most important thing that we have on us today. Seriously, I'd rather somebody steal my wallet than to steal my phone, because my phone has everything on it. It even has my credit cards and driver's license in what they call the Apple Wallet. So you know what? I want my phone versus the wallet. Mobile devices equal micro moments. Google search engine coined the term micro moments. Google identifies 4 categories of micro moments. I want to know, I want to go, I want to do, I want to buy. So they want to know about you, and then they want to buy it. Connect the content to consumers that can be easily absorbed from a mobile device. Well, guys, all of our social media platforms are pretty much set up to be on a mobile device. IGTV, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them have the mobile apps that you want to be posting to. Micro conversions are small actions by consumers. They process milestones for consumers. They place items in shopping carts. They use a wish list. Secondary actions of consumers could be comment on site or sign up for a newsletter. Tracking these micro conversions can inform content revision and help you develop future content. If it doesn't work for you, why would you use it again the next go round? But if it does, you need to blow it up. Influencers. Consumers follow recommendation more than advertising. Friends, family, colleagues, influences in the digital age. They're critical to successful content marketing. They are industry experts or entertainment personalities. Influencers in the digital age. The public will follow these influencers and trust their opinions. Guys, hey, if it might cost you a pretty penny, but if you know an influential person in your neighborhood or in your area, ask them, say, hey, I want to, can you post a picture of a pool that we just did? We're trying to sell more pools. They might be very popular and they may have 150,000 followers in a 140,000 town population. So yes, give them a little money and ask them to post about you. That can help big time. They provide amplification, relevance. They attract an appropriate audience for brand values and culture and will provide brand relevant content. Their reach. The influencer provide quality followers, not just quantity. The Renaissance. Metrics can track consumer engagement like comments, likes, shares, and even click-through rates. Channel management is key. Choose the appropriate channel for you, whether it's blogging inside the social media platforms or ebooks, white papers. White paper is kind of like a blog inside of Facebook and LinkedIn. In-person events. Hey, I will be at so-and-so garden center if you want to talk about the new plants that we are using in our landscape designs. And again, social media and web-based seminars or webinars or going live on Facebook, Instagram, and just doing a Q&A, letting people ask you questions about gardening is a good thing to do. Video creates more content that people are going to remember. It touches an emotional level, combines visual and auditory senses. It's effective and easily shared, provides high return on investment, and various types of video content can be advertising, informational, or even memes, guys. People want to laugh. If you can make them laugh, they're going to remember you. Platforms for sharing the videos, various apps and social media sites make it easy. Popular ones is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, but they're short, but you can put multiple ones back to back together. And now even TikTok, you can do the 15 to 60 second video and then it stops. But the good thing about using TikTok, then you can share it to Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram. It can be set up to automatically post there. So Instagram TV, IGTV, you can go up to like a 10-minute video. So, man, those are short and sweet, and it's going to capture people's attention, and they know that they're not going to have to watch it forever. It can boost your SEO. A byproduct of search engine algorithms is the higher SEO rank. Algorithms prefer video content. Keywords and links through sharing elevate the SEO rank. The sharing platforms provide ease of shareability by their consumers. And then elevated SEO ranking means more possible site visits. Benefits to include video and content outweigh the cost. So guys, all you need is your phone, or you can get a little DJI camera and do it. It's easy to do, but make sure you got clear, crisp audio for it. Measuring the effectiveness, know what to look for and how to interpret the data. Important to have your clear goals. What is it that you're trying to achieve? Choose the appropriate metrics aligned with these goals. These categories include consumptions, sharing, and lead generation. Also the sales. Did you get the sale from it? Did they like it? Did they share it? Did you get leads from them? Did they share it and somebody else grab that information that led to a sale? You need to follow up with it and track what's going on. The metrics breakdown, consumption. Metrics show how people digest your content. Page views, location of the viewers, the number of downloads, the video views, and the watch duration rates. Did they watch that whole 4-minute video, or did they stop it at 30 seconds? And then sharing indicates how successful the marketing campaign, the referral traffic, comments, website specific sharing avenues. Did they retweet it, repost it? Did they repin it if it's on Pinterest? And did they hashtag it? Where did that hashtag lead your post to? How many people liked it just because you used a certain hashtag? 3 popular method benefits. We have email and newsletters. It's cost efficient. You can have links in it, subscriber buildup, and even social media engagement. Make sure it's an electronic newsletter. The benefits of ebooks or white papers: generate leads, sell expertise, and brand image. They help create a mailing list, and they can generate likes. Benefits of in-person events: face-to-face communication, and the power of interaction and networking. So guys, visit some of these places. Ask them, can you do a Q&A there or whatever, especially at a nursery. If you're a landscape architect, be at some of these nurseries and talk about design, talk about plant material. Repurposing. Creating content is expensive and time consuming, so use it over and over again and use it at different channels. What you used on Instagram today can be used on the new hottest thing that'll be out a year later from now. The plant material is not going to change. If the Forsythia's blooming in February. Repost that video over and over again on the different platforms year to year. Multiple channels boost your search engine optimization rank. You reach new customers across the diverse channels, which increases the consumer retention and brand authority. You, again, have become the expert. 3 kinds of content that are suitable for repurposing: evergreen topics that never lose relevance, popular content that consumers enjoy, and old content that is updated to refresh itself. So if you've got a sucky camera and now they got these 4K cell phones out here, you don't want any static or blurry when you have the option of getting a 4K camera, guys. And then changing distribution channel is the easiest way to reuse the content. Different consumer demographics prefer different channels. Some like long form written information. Some are more visual, preferring infographics, slideshows, and even videos. And then divide the old content into multiple new pieces to redistribute. So if you've got a 15-minute video, break it down into 5 3-minute segments if it's especially easily to divide like that, if they're covering little mini topics within a larger topic. More formats will potentially reach a greater audience. And then review the published content for strengths and weaknesses. Which types are working? Are there any gaps to be filled? Brainstorm ways to improve the content and delivery. And then when you audit it, inventory all content across all the channels. Review the quality of all published content. Like I said, you may need to re-up some of these videos that are old. I need to do that on my irrigation website. I'm sure some of you guys would agree with that. And then analyze any data for gaps or trends and take action if needed. And that concludes the video content marketing. Guys, again, document your day, flip that cell phone around, do it selfie style. But if you document your day and you educate the public with your content, you'll never have to spend another dime on advertising. Guys, my name's Eric Jones, better known as the Turf Teacher, and I will see you in the next lecture.